and welcome back to my channel, everybody. So today I'm showing off an order I made from Dessa's Homespun Scents, and I actually ordered a couple of her mystery boxes that she offered a few weeks ago, and these did ship out pretty fast, within a couple of days, I believe, and I got them, let me think, I want to say 2 days ago, so I have had these for a little bit of time, and I ordered 2 mystery boxes. So if you don't know Dessa's Homespun Scents, her mystery boxes are basically just how she sells extra wax that she pours, and you get 10 scent shots for $17.50, and then you still have to pay for shipping. But I mean, it's a really good deal. So basically, you get 10 scent shots for 25 bucks. That's including shipping. And I went ahead and grabbed 2 because I am just getting into Dessa's Homespun Scents. I am learning that I love her company. I can really see myself placing a lot of orders with this vendor throughout the years. And I thought this would be a great way just to go ahead and try out a bunch of different things that I might not necessarily purchase myself. It's a great way to kind of try new things and maybe discover some new loves. Now, she does have a pre-order that's opening up on Saturday. I want to say that it's opening at 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, but you will have to double check that. I'm going to link all the information for her company in the description box down below, so check out her Facebook page, check out her website, all the information about the opening is going to be in there, and I definitely encourage you guys to order, because so far what I've tried from this company, I absolutely love. So as you can see here, my order did arrive in a regional flat rate box. I love that she offers regional flat rate boxes, because these are cheaper than the regular priority boxes. And as you can see here, I have 20 different scent shot cups, which is very, very cool. And I actually got a couple of things that I was thinking about ordering from the pre-order anyway. So for me, that's pretty cool, because then I get to kind of see if I like those things before I order them. Okay, so first off, we have her little business card here. Very cute. And then she always gives a handwritten note, which I think is very nice and personal. Now, I thought that she said in the group that she wasn't going to be doing samples for the mystery boxes, but I ended up with a sample anyway, which is really cool, in Cotton Candy Spritzer. Now, I don't have the scent description for this, but I believe it's just cotton candy with some kind of a fizzy note. And that's what it smells like to me, at least. There's definitely some kind of a fizzy lemon lime soda situation going on here. But that cotton candy makes me think that this is a little bit sweeter than your traditional fizzy pop. But this is very nice. And she sent it in this cute little, I guess, cotton candy scoop scent. I like that. That's pretty cute. Okay, so let's dig into this box here. I guess we'll start over here with this one. This is Lemon Cream Puffs, which is puff pastry, sweet lemon cream, and powdered sugar. So this was my first time trying a lemon scent from her, and I actually, confession time guys, I already melted this one, and it was really, really good. Oh, this is delicious. If this is any indicator what her lemon scents are like, I'm definitely going to be needing more of this. And this is on my list for the pre-order too. This is lemony, but it's not over the top lemon. It's definitely a lemon bakery. I get a lot of vanilla. I do get the puff pastry. If anything, the lemon kind of reminds me more of like a lemon meringue or a lemon custard. So it's really not too over the top. And when I melted this, this was just such a nice, delicious bakery scent. It wasn't overly strong. It was just the perfect sort of ambiance, almost like my home was just a delicious bakery. So I did enjoy melting that one. And I can get away with just melting 1/4 of a scent shot in each of my warmers. A lot of customers will claim that they can do that with other vendors, but just in my own experience, I can't usually get away with just 1/4 of a scent shot. So the fact that I can with Dessa's, that's pretty awesome. This is Cold Barn Mornings. This is bales of hay, cedarwood, damp earth, and air. And I love that she puts the scent descriptions right on the labels. Oh, and just so that you guys can see, this one's just a kind of a plain brownish reddish wax. She does put some interesting stuff at the bottom of her scent shots, I've noticed. Sometimes there's sprinkles, or there's different colors. Now this is a very interesting scent. On cold it's a bit weird, but I feel like it's one of those scents where you really have to melt it to know what it's going to do. It's definitely outdoorsy, woodsy, kind of earthy. I mean, it smells good, but I think it's going to smell a lot better on warm. So that's Cold Barn Mornings. What do we got here? Ooh, Strawberry Pound Cake. So Strawberry Pound Cake is a Bath & Body Works type. And according to her website description, hers is not an exact dupe, but it's still equally delicious. So this is vanilla pound cake, sugar-coated strawberries, and whipped cream. And I have smelled the Bath & Body Works version. And I always like it when I'm in the store, but I never love it enough to actually buy it. Oh, Dessa's version is very good. I could see this being a staple for a lot of people. It's a very nice strawberry bakery. I think the strawberry comes out more in Dessa's version compared to the Bath & Body Works version. It's a sweet strawberry. Maybe like a sweet, almost candied strawberry. And then you get a good amount of that creamy bakery. It really is like a pound cake. Not too heavy, just very creamy, delicious, fluffy. It smells really, really good. So that's Strawberry Pound Cake. This is Dreamland. And this is marshmallow, cotton candy, lavender, and peppermint. So a lot of vendors will offer something akin to this, very similar in terms of notes. And if you've tried other vendors' version of this scent, I'll tell you right now that Dessa's, it fits in perfectly with other vendors' versions. It smells amazing. I bet you this is going to be really strong on warm. And I love, once again, that I only need to use 1/4 of a scent shot. Oh, and this one's kind of fun because you do have the confetti at the bottom here. The different colors. I think that's cute. Just kind of a little extra surprise. Oh, and I love this. Oh, it smells so good. It smells just like you think it would if you've had this type of blend from other places. Very relaxing. You get a good dose of that lavender. You get the peppermint, but it's not too much. It's not in your face. It's sweet and relaxing, but it's not going to clear you out like some peppermints can. And then the cotton candy and the marshmallow. Just kind of blend everything out, make it a little bit sweeter. I mean, this is going to be such a nice bedroom scent. So I'm very happy to have this. It was one that I wanted to try from her as well. Up next, we have Stormy Nights. And this is the only one that didn't come with a scent description. But from what I remember on the website, it's just a fresh blend. It's supposed to kind of mimic what it smells like when it storms outside. Oh, this is very nice. Now, I didn't really know what to expect when I got this one. I was expecting a fresh scent, of course, but I mean, there are so many different types of fresh scents. To me, this one is definitely more on the masculine side. I mean, it smells sexy. Like a sexy guy. Oh, I love it. It's not overly masculine, which I like. I don't tend to go for cologne-y scents. But there is a style of masculine scents that I really like. That's kind of like in between fresh and cologne. I think this really just kind of nails it on the head. It's not too sweet. It does have a freshness to it, but it also definitely has like a manly aspect. So I do like this one. Stormy Nights. Oh, who am I kidding? I really like everything I got. But I'm not super picky when it comes to scent categories or anything like that. This one is Caramel Coffee, and this is from her Main Street Memories collection, which is basically her Disney collection. And the scent description for this is gooey caramel kitchen treats, which is, well, caramels, combined with fresh coffee. And oh my goodness, you guys, this is one of my favorites from this mystery box. Well, from these 2 mystery boxes. Oh my goodness, if you like coffee scents, but you want something that's a little bit sweeter, not like over the top sweet, because I've had some coffee scents that are too sweet in my opinion. Oh, but this is amazing. You get a really good dose of that coffee. Rich, dark, bold. And then the caramel, it's just the perfect amount to kind of sweeten things up. Oh, and just make this smell like the most incredible cafe. I like that the caramel is not over the top. And I could see this really blending with so many different bakery scents and it being incredible. I am picking this up in her next pre-order. I'm not quite sure how much of it I'm going to get yet. If I had my way, I'd get quite a bit of it, but I know that money's tight and I have a ludicrous amount of wax. But I'm not going to be passing up on this. I'm definitely going to get it in some shape or form. Up next is On the Boardwalk, and this is Cotton Candy, Lemonade, and Salty Sea Air. And a lot of people in her group seem to really like this one for summer. And I can definitely see why. This one screams summertime to me. Now, the Salty Sea Air is, to me, the strongest note, which is interesting, because I was actually expecting the lemonade to be stronger. The lemonade is the second strongest note. It's definitely there, but it's actually kind of toned down a little bit. Like, it's taking a step back compared to the Salty Sea Air. It's almost like you're standing on the boardwalk right by the beach, right by the ocean, and somewhere off in the distance, someone is making lemonade. That's what it smells like to me. So that lemonade is definitely not too much. So if you're not really sure about lemonade scents and you like Salty Sea Air scents, you might really like this one. It's definitely very summery. Moving along, we have Lemongrass and Coconut, and this is tart lemongrass combined with sweet coconut milk. This is another really nice one for spring and summer. That lemongrass is undeniably at the forefront. It's the strongest note. And if you haven't had lemongrass, it's kind of like lemon, but it's more of like a fresh lemon where the sweetness is toned down, if that makes sense. When I think of lemongrass, I kind of think of like a fresh, clean scent, almost. A little bit grassy, very lemony. And what I really like about this is that the coconut milk kind of stops the lemongrass from being too much. Because lemongrass is not usually my favorite, but the coconut milk tones it down and adds just a little bit of needed sweetness. So this could be a good gateway for someone into more lemongrass heavy scents, but this screams spring to me, like cleaning day type of thing. Then we have Aloe and Rainwater, which is clean and fresh, green aloe, and rainwater. And I was very curious about this one. And I really like the color on this too. It's kind of like this light bluish, greenish, very watery. And oh man, this is very fresh, very clean, very watery. Yeah, I would really just describe it as kind of like a watery scent. It's not overly floral. It's There's really nothing masculine about it. It's not overly outdoorsy. It's just a very watery kind of scent. It's also not overly green. Yeah, it's interesting. I think this is kind of a nice neutral scent. So if you're looking for maybe something to freshen up your bathroom, but you don't want something that smells too much like a fruit or a floral or something like that, I think this could be a really nice neutral scent to pick. This one is Under the Sea, also from her Main Street Memories collection. And the scent description is where life is just better under the sea. Clean and invigorating, unique, green, oceanic, spa-like blend. I was very curious about this one. Because, I mean, fresh scents can smell so many different ways. It's so hard to guess what a fresh scent is going to be like, just based on a scent description. And this is very nice. I think I want to get this. I'm not sure if I want to get it in a huge quantity, but it is nice. And I think this could really blend well with a lot of things. I mean, it's obviously fresh, and it's an aquatic, oceanic kind of blend. But it's not overly salty. Like, I don't get salty sea air from this, if you've had that oil. It is maybe a little bit more green than your typical ocean scent, but not by a huge margin. But there's also really no added sweetness to this. It's kind of just a straight up oceanic, spa-like scent without a lot of added sweetness, and also without too much saltiness. So it's nice. I'm curious to see what it's going to do on warm, because that could definitely sway my opinion one way or the other. Next is Christmas Tree, which is fresh cut pine and Fraser fir. So I'm probably not going to be melting this anytime soon, but it's always nice to try a variety of scents from a vendor. Oh, and it smells amazing. I mean, it smells like Christmas. It smells like a Christmas tree. It's a nice, sweet kind of Christmas tree. You definitely get the fir needles, that piney kind of smell. And then there's like maybe a background of woodsiness to this as well. That's kind of toning down the sweetness a bit. I mean, it smells great. Definitely your quintessential Christmas tree kind of scent. I bet this would blend well with all sorts of things. Peppermint, sugar cookies, you name it. Next up is Vanilla Butter Fudge. This is sweet cream, butter, vanilla extract, and there's no chocolate in this fudge. So I've had this, not on its own, but I have had this in blends from other vendors. And I've always kind of imagined that I would like this on its own, because I've always really liked blends with it. Oh, and it does smell so good. If you like vanilla scents, vanilla bakery scents, kind of on the richer side, this is amazing. The sweetness is there, but I would say this is a richer scent compared to a sweet scent. So some vanilla scents can just be way over the top with the sweetness, like a vanilla icing. This has that, but that richness is really kind of taking over. If you're looking for something that's more buttery, I think this could be a good option. I mean, it really does have that fudge aspect, just with no chocolate. But, oh man, yeah, this is another one where it's like, you could just blend this with all sorts of things. I would highly recommend this with pistachio, because it kind of has a vibe to where it would just amp up the nuttiness and the sweetness of the pistachio, and I think it would go really, really well. Here we have Evil Queen Elixir from the Main Street Memories collection, and this is green apple, pear, sour green apple, candy, and fizzy effervescence. So when I hear those notes, I think of a fall scent. You know, like a sweet fizzy fall scent, but definitely a fall scent. Oh, and it's very nice. It's sweet, it's sour. That fizz is there, but it's not overtaking the blend. It's definitely more in the background. You definitely get that sour green apple. And the pear is there. And it's kind of giving this a deeper, sweeter note compared to the candy. So it's not just so over-the-top candy. It smells very nice. I do think this could be a great fall scent as you're moving into Halloween. But I think a lot of people would honestly enjoy this in the spring and summer just as much. Next is sweater weather season. This is the Bath & Body Works type. Their sweater weather, specifically in the candle. Now, if you haven't had sweater weather, it's kind of an interesting juniper berry, eucalyptus-y kind of scent. It's unusual. I will say that. It is kind of one of those scents that, you know, I can give you the scent notes, but you're not really going to know how it smells unless you go and smell it. And here's the bottom. We have some interesting black sprinkles, glitter, whatever that is. I think that it's actually just a different colored wax that she uses. It does smell just like the Bath & Body Works candle. I'm a big sweater weather person, so I'm happy that I got this. It's fresh, it's eucalyptus-y. It really does remind me of standing outdoors during the fall. There's a little bit of sweetness in there, but this is very much more of a fresh blend than a sweet blend. Oh, and I love it. You see this blended with all sorts of things around the fall time. So that is sweater weather. Next we have 50 Shades of Graham, which is graham cracker crumble, brown sugar, vanilla frosting, and toffee. I am so excited that I got this because I frickin' love it. This is another one of my favorites from this order. And I really didn't expect to love it so much. I mean, it's just graham cracker, right? Wrong. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. It's like you take graham cracker, like from the box. No, actually, no, not from the box. This is like you're making your own graham cracker at home. And it's fresh from the oven. And it's like amped up. Like all the best parts of that graham cracker are just amped up. Oh, and this is very strong on cold, too. Like, you really do get all the elements. You get, of course, the graham cracker. You get that brown sugar note. You get the toffee. You get a little bit of cinnamon, but not too much. I mean, it really just smells like the most amazing, addicting, delicious graham cracker. And I'm thinking of blending this with maybe like a campfire marshmallow or something like that during her pre-order. I think that would go amazingly well. I think it would also probably go really well with pretty much any bakery, but also salty sea air. I could see this mixing really well with. Next we have Gingerbread Cookies, which is gingerbread, nutmeg, ginger, and molasses. Now, I am not usually a big gingerbread person in wax or in real life, but I mean, Dessa's is telling me that I'm wrong because this scent is so good, and I never would have bought it on my own. Oh, it's incredible. And it does smell like gingerbread, but it's like a really good gingerbread. Once again, it's like fresh from the oven. I think what I really like about this is that it has a good amount of molasses to it. Like, you really get that molasses note. And the ginger is there, but it's not too much. Because I'm not really a big ginger person. Oh, and it's just sweet and yummy. And once again, this would go well with so many different things. So yeah, definitely a big fan of that one. I just have a couple left in here. This is Brimstone and Broomsticks, Snickerdoodle Cookies, and Hot Apple Cider. Love it. Love the name. Love the theme. And I love the two different scents that she combined here. Oh, and it smells amazing. You guys, when I smelled some of these fall scents, it made me sad that we're moving into spring, which is ridiculous because I love spring. It's my favorite season. But these scents just brought me right back to fall and the fall weather and Halloween and Thanksgiving. Oh, this one especially. You get the hot apple cider. It's definitely apple, not cider lane. Okay, this is not a cider lane scent. This is like true apple cider. That deep, tangy apple with the cinnamon and the cloves. What's nice is that it's not overly spicy. If there's any spice in this, it's pretty slight. And you get a good amount of bakery. Oh, like the bakery is just giving this a depth that I'm obsessed with. Now, I'm not going to pick this up this time because, we are moving into spring and summer. But I will be buying more of this probably in her next pre-order. So not the one on Saturday, but the one after that. And I think this is what I'm going to really want during the fall time. Here we have oatmeal cookies, which is toasted oats, cinnamon sugar, brown sugar, and sweet icing. Oh, and I love it. This is another one that I could just see blending with so many different things. And I love that I have it because that means I can actually